sneaker company Rens creates sneakers from coffee waste. So this Helsinki-based footwear firm, Rens, has created a waterproof sneaker made from coffee waste and recycled plastic bottles. So an attempt to lessen the environmental impact using coffee grounds, which just in Finland can be over 14 million tons every year. A pair of Rens first generation shoe contains 300 grams of coffee waste, which is equivalent to about 21 cups, and currently the price for these shoes are around $96 in euros. So Landon, do you think you're going to be able to wear these coffee sneakers? Is this something that you would ever wear?
This is
I think it's a
definitely
cool design.
interesting. It's kind of a cool design. It's definitely like not flashy. It's gonna look
minimal.
like a basic. There's not like any branding on it. I don't even see Rens branding on it.
So
is that the Rens? Is that the Rens like
the hashtag?
Hashtag is
Yeah,
that their? Is
that's
that kind of
their that's their logo, the Rens. So it's like right on the top of the upper.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just kind of pasted on the upper. So it looks like a sock kind of fit. Doesn't
Yep.
even have laces on it.
Nope.
The design looks pretty cool. I wonder how comfortable it would be. You have to love. That's every single brand has to do this or die. You have to start getting on the using recycled content in your sneakers, in some of them, in some form.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, I guess it wouldn't make a huge difference, but if you don't, you're missing out on all the people that are. Because I have to imagine, would it not make a shoe cheaper to create by using recycled waste? By using recycled content from a sneaker, like that's what we talked about whenever the Space Hippies first came out for Nike. It's leftover cuttings from an upper. It's leftover outsoles from this shoe. It's left. So is that not reusing stuff you junk, and now you're putting it into a shoe, and it's got to make the shoe half as expensive to make?
Well,
because now you're using recycled stuff that would have just gotten dumped. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda. So it's more about the process of getting that waste into an actual viable product. Like, that's where I was surprised with this coffee shoe is, it still costs 96 euros, which is, probably like 100, 110, 120 bucks an American. And it's, coffee and water bottles. So like,
is this a popular brand overseas?
I don't think so. I think it's a pretty new shoe company. They did a fundraising on one of the Kickstarters. Yeah, but they raised like a good amount of money to start it. But I don't know. I think that process of using that raw material waste and converting it into a shoe is still pretty costly. So I understand why it's so high, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be actually cheaper or not.
I do like how it tells you kind of like what different pieces of recycled content is going where into the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see it just all across the design. I wonder if it smells like coffee.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy.
That would be kind of crazy.
Rens, you know
it's
what
not
to
going
do.
to smell like coffee forever, though.
Send it over.
It's not going to smell like coffee forever.
Man, wouldn't that be a refreshing smell, though?
That would be so good.
Man.
I hate coffee. Love the smell. It's like,
I love coffee.
I
love
know.
the smell.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good.
You're always making coffee downstairs right next to me. It just heats me up. But it's a pretty cool design. I'd like that you're doing it. Like they're doing it. Like I said, a lot of brands are starting to do that now. Like try and use recycled stuff. I personally think it has to give you some type of benefit for like cutting cost, which would make me imagine that you'd make the shoe a little bit cheaper in general.
I would hope so. But
I guess,
still, I mean, 120 bucks for.
Yeah.
I mean, it says 100% recycled upper, so it's like, dang, man, like how much did you really use to make that upper? Because it's, I don't know.
Yeah, Fresh is talking about a shoe you can smell would be dope. I'm just saying, how long until that shoe smells like your foot? Your
Probably
foot can't
like
smell
the fourth
good.
time.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, ooh, this smells like coffee. Take it off next day. That smells like coffee. Take it off the next day. You're like, ooh.
Each one's got a little bit of a
like
bite
coffee.
to it.
Yeah, it's like, it smells like coffee with a little bit of a stinger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
After smell.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see, we kind of saw some brands like Adidas do different coffee stuff, like sneaker collabs this past year. I would like to see, just what people can do with shoes now is amazing. Like, like this says, like just all this different coffee waste. What people can do with shoes now is amazing. So I want to see what can you do next?
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of the society we live in. Like, all right, that's really cool. Coffee sneaker. Now do it with something else.
Yeah.
Now do it with something else.
Uh-huh.
Now do it with something else. Like that's just kind of how the kind of society that we live in, and it's okay because it keeps people having a job to create something new and to obviously
innovate.
kind of build off of it, innovate. Yeah. Exactly.